Hello and welcome back, guys. This is where I left off the last time. I pulled all the wires through all the way everywhere, so that's done. It was no fun, and I made my first scratch here. There will be more, so that's not an issue. And now I think I'm going to pull all the cables for the gears and for the brake and everything through. So that's done before I start putting glove compartment and fuel tank and everything in. So that's my plan. I got new ones over here. I hope I bought everything new. Here we have some, and here we have some. Gear cables came through really easy. I have them here, and now they're going out here. They came through a little too easy, I think. When things go too easy, it makes you think that something's wrong. That's the clutch. We have the choke cable and the rear brake cable left. And then I have the speedo, and the front brake is already done here in the front fork here. So that's it. All the wires are sorted. And now I'm going to do the cables here and put everything in here that should be here. And then I'm going to put my box that I'm going to have instead of the spare wheel. This is the box that I'm putting in instead of the spare wheel. And this box has the part number 22159164. It comes in two different sizes. This is the big one. Putting this in means that I can't have my battery shelf here either. So I have to remove that, and then I'm going to put my battery in here. Or if I buy a really small one, I can put it down here. But I'm going to stick with it here. So some small modifications must be done to fit this box. As I said, remove the battery shelf, and then you have this fuse holder, which normally sits like this. I have to move this. I will put it on the inside. Other than that, it's just to go ahead and install it. The box is in place. I put the fuse holder here on the side just to be able to reach it, otherwise before I put it in here, but then I need to remove the box when changing the fuse. Not that that happens very often, but being here I reach it, so I will have it there. Next will be glove compartment, I think. Installed, looking pretty good, I think. Now I'm going to do the floorboard runners. This will not be fun, I presume. As you know, there's a special tool for the rivets, which I'm not going to use because I don't have one. I'll use the old ones, clean them up and put them in. The one that was on this side during the crash is a bit damaged, but I think I will manage to make it look okay. You can see here also that this edge was torn up all the way here, so I've done my best to make it look good again. A small dent and so on, but okay. So on with the floorboard runners. Slowly getting there. I'm using these sorts of rivets. Doesn't look very nice underneath, but that doesn't matter. Who's going to check that? I'm going to show you here. This is the last one. You can see it's obviously dirty and so on, and the aluminium is a bit corroded and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these. It's like a Scotch-Brite, and go over this, and it will look almost like brand new. I'll show you after I've done this. Here we have it. So that looks a lot better, I think. So that's the last one going in place. Then we're done. While I have it here on the bench, I'm going to put in a new rear rubber buffer here, because it's easier now that I have it here. So that's done. This is something you need to change every once in a while, especially when the bike is old like this one. The part number for this is 60536000. Now I'm putting in my new upper and lower bearing here. They've been in the freezer, and then I use this threaded bar here, and I will squeeze them in instead of buying a special tool. That worked perfectly fine, so that's good. I'm ready to put my front fork in. I'm just going to mount the front fender. I must say I really like the white and black details coming together on the bike. I think that looks good. So I'm going to put in a new bearing and so on, and then we have the whole headrest with the grips, a lot of cables to sort out there. I just want to show you here, I'm going to change the security switch for the electric starter that's sitting in the clutch lever. This is a new one. This is a 32-year-old one. You can see that it's been worn out. So that's why I'm going to change it while I have everything apart. The part number for a new one of these security switch is 2193370. All the cables here are connected and it's coming together. I'm going to put in some new switches. I bought some new ones because the old ones were faded by the sun. You couldn't see the symbols here. So that's why I bought new ones. And also I bought this new headlight. So these are the parts going in now. The front is almost all back together again. I got the carrier in front and the badge here. I'm going to do some polish before I put them back. And this one I need to paint again sometimes, because if you can see here, it's still red inside here. And here we also have a little color. But yeah, otherwise it's good. I'm going to leave you hanging now, so the next time you see this it will be done. I got some few things to do here in the front. There's the badge, the carrier, polishing. We've got the side stand, fuel tank, seat, obviously the engine, the rear tail light. And here I have to do because I'm using another tail light than the original one, I don't have any light for the license plate, so I need to from this pull out 2 new cables down to a license plate light that I will put here. So that's also something that I'm going to do. So next time you see this, it will be done. Thank you for watching. See you next time.